Good evening, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler with the Cosmic Connections. Welcome. I forewent the intro because I'm going to make it simple today. I even do my slides because I was having a Pluto moment, and we all get to experience a Pluto moment momentarily. What do I mean by Pluto? Well, once a month, and we have some Pluto action when it comes close to a planet. And today Pluto's opposite the sun. And those of you who know about Pluto know the title I like to give him, the Godfather, right? So he does this sneaky, slow transformation beneath the surface, and he's a transformer. So I was a little preoccupied today. I'm going to give you a lesson in astrology before I talk about this week's astrology, which is a lot to talk about. And those of you who are new to the Cosmic Connections, I do a little review of the astrology for the week, and then we spend some time doing some spiritual messages. Melody, Marianne, Janet, Paula, good evening. Diane, good evening, friends. Thank you for being here. And please, if you are inspired, share in real time. Sharing is caring. And so we do the spiritual messages, we do the astrology. But I love to report to you on astrology in real time as it's happening in my life. So this week in July is always a very important week for me personally. You see, my birthday is October 29th. And one of my friends mentioned something on my Facebook pages about the pending arrival of my grandchild. He said, well, maybe he'll come on the 29th. And this is a little lesson for all of you. All right. You find where your birthday falls, and then you count up, and then you count back. You count opposite to the date, and that date is what's opposite, like the 29th for me would be the 29th of April. That's when the sun is opposite. When the sun is squaring our sun, all right, so today is July, August, September, October. 4 months later, we are going to be in a perfect square. So every time I look at the last week in July, there are significant events for me personally around the 24th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 29th of July. And the same is true for January. For example, today is the anniversary of my mother's passing. Yeah, my beloved mother, my favorite person. And she left us 32 years ago. And yesterday was the birthday of my beloved grandmother, who lived to a Leo ripe old age of 99. She didn't quite make 100. So I give you this little tidbit so you can do some own astrology for yourself, right? And this is the week I'm expecting my grandchild, my first. I guess there's excitement with anything that's the first, right? So meanwhile, today in my life, because again, this is always a tense-filled week for me personally because I'm a 29th. And so you go count back the end of July, the end of January. This is a really kind of a funny observation in my life. For some reason, I always have plumbing problems. So much so that my plumber who comes to dig out my sewer, he does so in January. He kind of clears the lines. And every couple of years it needs it. And I can't tell you how many times it occurred, the need for doing this plumbing on the 27th of January. So much so they say, oh, we were here 2 years ago on the exact date. Isn't that funny? And I don't have the time or the energy to explain the astrology to them. But today I had a plumber over too, right? The 27th, parallel to the 27th of January. I hope everyone's following this. It's just I want you to see how beautiful astrology works in real time. And I thought it was a catastrophe. There was rain pouring into my basement. Well, as it turns out, it was just a malfunctioning with my refrigerator. It wasn't a plumbing. It wasn't the plumbing lines were broken. It was the rain coming through because of a malfunctioning in my refrigerator. Oh, well. Sigh of relief, no big infrastructure problems. And then my beloved kitty cat got sick. And this is why I'm late today. And phew, prayers answered. Little Gadsby is going to be just fine. So I spent 4 hours in the emergency vet clinic. And thank you, all those who were praying, especially Miss Patricia, Dr. Reverend Patricia, who's doing some beautiful praying for Gadsby. He's fine. He just had a little tummy upset, but he wasn't eating. He wasn't eating or drinking, and very scary stuff. This is always an intense week for me. So I want you to find that in your own chart. If you need some help, let me know, and I'll guide you to these square sun weeks in your own life. You'll see some repeated patterns. It's amazing. So big hello, Rhonda and Jan and Cindy, Angela. Thank you, Janet. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Susan. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Kay. Hello, Rose. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, friends. Hi, Patricia and Nancy and Corey. Hello. So glad to see you tonight. Hi, Donna and Retta and Terry and Leslie and Rose and Gail and Maria and Brenda. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Diane. Hi, Paula. Hello, friends. Thank you. Sharing is caring. Thank you, Jill. Both Jills. Hi, Melody. All right. So then for Melody, November 15th, right? You're going to go to May 15th is your opposite time, right? And August 15th and February 15th would be your special times, Melody. All right. So you guys can all do that for yourselves. It's really a hoot to see when your intense times of the year fall. Let's talk about the new moon, friends. The new moon is happening tomorrow at, wrong notes. Let me get this book. The new moon. So the other thing, the Pluto thing, we are in real time right now. Pluto is opposite the sun. So this is a big overhaul time in this moment for the next 2 hours. Pluto, the transformer, opposite the sun. So there's a part of us that want to get clean and release. This is one of the best days to release. All right. Release toxicity on every level. Although I have to admit, true confessions, I had a candy bar, my first candy bar in several months, in 5 months. And it was because I was waiting in that weight room, with the cat. And it tasted delicious. But boy, did I have the sugar highs and lows afterwards. No more sugar, guys. No more sugar for me. I'm drinking my sparkle water. Look, I don't care if you eat sugar, eat whatever you want, but I'm just talking about me. So in any case, this new moon happens after the balsamic moon. We're in the dark of the moon, friends. The dark of the moon means we have to surrender, let go, let God have our faith guide us tonight, today, and in this moment because of this beautiful sun opposite. Okay, let me give you the exact moment here. I keep on saying the sun. It's the moon opposite Pluto. Moon opposite Pluto. You see how not with it I am tonight? But I was determined to come and see you. All right. So Pluto opposite the moon at 8:54 tonight. That's Eastern Daylight Time. Okay. The moon enters the sign of Leo tonight. Early in the morning, if you're daylight savings time at 2:36 in the morning, and our new moon, and this is the time of magic, is at 1:55 tomorrow afternoon. So every time we have a new moon, we celebrate the new moon. We look at the 24 hours before then, and that's our surrender time. That's our detoxifying time. That's our trust, surrender, and let go time. So let go tonight. Ask for a good dream. We have something else astrologically that's happening as well. All right. And that's Jupiter. Jupiter, jolly old man, Jupiter is going to be retrograding tomorrow afternoon. So we're going to start to recover and redo and replenish our optimism central to where Aries falls in our chart. So there's a lot of cool astrology going on this week. And let's talk about the new moon first. And then I'm going to talk about the big August 1st lineup. Wow. And by the way, if any of you are really interested in exploring your own chart, I am going to have a class baby willing, tomorrow at 7. And yes, you will be reimbursed if I can't make it because I'm in the hospital room. But please join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And I'm going to be do my new moon manifestation classes like I do every month in honor of Leo new moon. And the Leo new moon, of course, is the class is going to be on the new moon. So let's talk about this new moon. It is at 1:55. I already said that. It's connecting with Ceres, Ceres, the great mother. Not just any mother, the great mother. Ceres rules the grain, the earth mother. Ceres is the energy of Demeter, the earth grain goddess. And so, yeah, food is on everyone's mind. Food possible shortages, and the astrology gives a way through that. The Sabian symbol of this amazing new moon is a conservative. Remember, this was written in 1925 language and rebooted. A conservative, old-fashioned lady is confronted by a hippie girl. And the keynote of this new moon is the relativity of values. We need that message now. It's kind of interesting. They're referring to a conservative confronted by a hippie girl, you might say, by a liberal. The relativity of values, that we all have a point of view, we all have values, and let's kind of blend them and look at the other. This refers to the ever-changing pageant of social values. One generation facing the next, a picture of what it has been brought up to consider worthwhile and decent. Confrontation can lead to bitterness. So the new moon, it might be triggering some bitterness because your point of view is different from your friend's point of view, from your spouse's point of view, from your neighbor's point of view, but it's coming into glaring obviousness with this new moon. And so I think the message here is focusing on the relativity of social values. So there's a space for everyone's point of view. At least that's how I see it. So Ceres is being activated, and the new moon is trining Jupiter, that is retrograding. And that at the same time, we also have this beautiful water trine. Now, a trine in astrology is when the planets form literally a triangle. And being that it's a water trine between these aspects in the sky, Chaos, the asteroid Chaos, the asteroid Vesta, and the asteroid Hygeia. Hygeia means health, Vesta means spirituality, and Chaos means chaos. So if anyone is feeling some lingering fears from anything in your life, but also the bigger social climate of chaos, the water trine will soothe you. And it's asking you to rev up your Hygeia, your way of taking care of yourself. You know, I mean, Hygeia, of course, stands for hygiene. Once upon a time, many, many years ago, actually, they started thinking about this in the American Civil War. No one realized that you have to wash your hands for good hygiene or wash anything. So Hygeia, Vesta, and Chaos, this is messaging us to surrender to our own spiritual Vesta considerations. Even though we have that conflict that's coming up with the new moon's the Sabian symbol. It's kind of interesting. And so we like to refer to the nuggets for all of you. I'm going to give you your astrology relative to the new moon in just a moment. But I want to say a few words about August 1. This is a big episode in 2022. Remember, many of you came to my classes as the year commenced, and I called This is the Year What Truly Matters. We have to identify and prioritize what is your most fundamentally important values, friends. And that gets driven home on August 1 because we have a very fated, explosive, important lineup of planets. We have Mars, which is action. We have Uranus, which is innovation and surprise, all butt up against the destiny mark of the North Node in Taurus. So I see this as an awakening time on August 1. And I also see it as a time when we are being forced to stand in our true values again. And it's going to maybe shake up finances as well. I understand the Fed went up another point today, or an increment today. Don't quote me on this, but the Fed has gone up with the interest rates. So money's on everyone's mind. Of course it would be. The North Node is in Taurus, as is food, survival, the basics of life. So we're all being called to collapse into that grand trine of taking care of oneself and self-sufficiency to the best of your ability with that grand trine with this new moon. And even though there might be polarization of thoughts and values out there, don't play into the game. Don't play into the game. Take care of yourself, take care of your family. And I think that this lineup in Taurus is reminding us about the precepts of self-sufficiency, right? And taking action. I mean, I live in Buffalo, New York. We're snow capital, and we always have some extra food. Well, make sure you have extra food, especially in light of the UN Secretary General saying that the supply chain issues concerning food in 2022 could lead, he's been quoted as saying this, you've all read this, to a catastrophe, his word, not my word, in 2023 regarding the food across the globe, right? So, and he was saying that no country would be immune from this. So these are, I'm not ringing any scary bells. I'm just reporting what's out there, and the astrology, of course, is reflecting that story. All right, so what else do we want to do? Let's do the nuggets for you, shall we? Big hello to Maria, Melody, and Lois, and Sue Marie, and Patricia, and Angela. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Christy. Oh, yes. Fantastic, Christy. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Virginia. And Maria and Marie. Lots of Marias tonight. And Jill B. and Jill O. So again, this is the Reader's Digest version of astrology. If you know your rising sign, use that and blend it with your sun sign, right? If you are in Aries or Aries rising, this new moon is activating your fun meters, your joy meters, your creativity. You just want to get out and play. And that, of course, is helpful because Jupiter is in Aries. And so the Aries people might be redoing or reconsidering the things that give them fun and joy in their lives. All right. With this new moon, I used to do ping pong. I want to bring it up again. I want to do cooking again, whatever. So Aries, embrace the joy in your life with this new moon and set your intention in that regard. For Taurus or Taurus rising, it's about family. It's about home. It's about nesting. It's about making maybe old wounds that you've been bugged by with family members, bringing them out to the light and surrendering to forgiveness. All right, that's for our Taurus folks. And it's in the 4th house of home and family. Gemini or Gemini rising, the new moon is activating your thinking. It's activating the way that you manage your time. It's activating how you want to prioritize and make right values, anything regarding your communication, your paperwork, etc. For Cancer or Cancer rising, this new moon is saying, hey, take stock of your income. Make a laundry list of all the cool things you can do, right? Get an income stream going. And celebrate your self-esteem, Cancer or Cancer rising. All our eyes are on the Leos or Leo risers. This new moon is like a second birthday for you tomorrow afternoon. Celebrate you, show the world all that you've got. Leo's a fabulous sign, and be charismatic and confident in your own self. For Virgo or Virgo rising, listen to spirit, listen to the God of your understanding, because spirit is speaking, right? If you're a Virgo or Virgo rising, spend more time maybe in meditation or prayer or doing dream work, for one thing. For Libra or Libra rising, the new moon is activating your friends, groups, and associations. It's helping you identify who's with you and who, with love, you might want to say bye-bye to. All right, so that's for our Libra friends. For Scorpio or Scorpio rising, the new moon is activating your career house, how you are leading in the world, how you are visualizing your success, and how you are taking steps to become more confident to help others. For Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising, this new moon is saying to you, hey, you want to get out of Dodge? You want to take a trip? Do you want to identify what your truth is? Marketing is activated for the Sages, as is travel, as is making travel plans. For Capricorn or Capricorn rising, this energy is saying to you, really tap into your spiritual, psychological well-being and very much promote it. Be the person that you want to be by letting go of fears, doubts, and anxieties. It's also very good for finances, Capricorn. For Aquarius, this new moon is in your partnership house. Be a better partner, find a new partner, understand your existing partner better, do anything you can to make partnering and relationship your priority. And our beautiful Pisces friends, this new moon is activating your work house and your self-care house. So you've been thinking about doing those exercises. You'll be motivated to take the action to do so. If you've been thinking about getting that new job, this new moon is saying, hello, world, it's time to get a new job. All right? So all of this for all of you. Now, many of you have been sharing, and I appreciate that very much. Those of you who share, you come into my little basket. So I'm going to pull for a Lunar Lights Club membership for the month of Leo. And Paula Churchill, you are a very faithful cosmic connector. And so thank you, Paula. You're the winner today. You're going to receive the new moon video on Leo, which I'll be producing tonight and sending out to my Lunar Lights Club people. And you too, Paula. So I appreciate you being here. Let's do a little spiritual messaging now. And to do that, just, one more little bit of note. Busy week for me. Like I said, this is always a busy week. I'm going to be doing a Fellowships of the Spirit class. All this information is on my website on Saturday all day. I'm going to be the guest medium and speaker on Sunday at the Lilydale Church. Please come and see me. It's going to be at the Fire Hall. And next week, 2022, a year of healings at Lilydale on Tuesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon, the Chiron workshop. Many of you want information about Chiron, so I'm teaching a lot in the next couple of days. So I hope you can join me. All right, friends. So I'm going to close my eyes and please just go also to my Facebook page with any details of some of these classes that I've mentioned. And I thank you for liking my page too. All right, so the first person I'm going to is Deb Bessel. Hi, Deborah. I guess I get to see you on Saturday. I think you're coming to the class, Deborah. So thank you for being here. I'd like to give you a message, Deb. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing. For the highest, for the best, as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. Deb, I'm seeing the word pink with you. And sometimes we say that someone's in the pink. I'm getting this message. Actually, I believe it's like a beautiful pink cloud that's coming in as a reference for you from your mom in spirit. I'm getting the word pink. Why am I getting pink? In the pink. I'll let that go for a moment. I'm feeling that you are trying to improve your own health and trying to get to a better place. And you've been doing this, that, and the other thing that's been helping to some degree. But as we move forward this fall, you're going to be more in the pink. You're going to be more healed, Deborah. And I feel as I'm tuning into you with your career that sometimes you get from the head up, apocalyptic, all right? That the blood goes to your head and you want to say things, but you have to keep quiet. That there's a lot of added pressure, like the blood pressure or the blood flows to your head. And then you just take a nice deep breath and you calm right out. So there's a lot of drama going on around you in your career right now, not to you, in the environment with you. And you're keeping a level head. That's the message. You're keeping a level head. I'm getting that September time, feeling much more balanced, especially in gastro, with your gut for some reason. I want to say that to you, dear. Okay, we'll leave that with God's blessings. And Deb, thanks for being here, honey. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want to leave the site. Okay. Let's do another little message. Okay. And I came to Diane Bielik. Okay. I don't know if I want to hide that. Well, Diane, may I come to you? And you just said yes. So Diane, as I'm tuning into you, I'm feeling that there's some anticipation and planning that you're doing for it, whether it be a family gathering, like a family picnic or a family reunion or some sort of event where you are the hostess or very intimately connected with this gathering. And you have a little bit of eager anxiety about it. And Spirit is saying it's going to be just fine. You always put on a fabulous spread and relax. And I'm also getting with you, the turning of the wheel is the message I'm getting. The turning of the wheel, that you're turning into a kind of a new direction. You're spending more time relating, reflecting on things spiritual. And I feel there's a grandmother coming in from Spirit, and she's saying, honey, this is not, you're not being disrespectful to the old ways of believing or having faith. That, if you are working with, quote, spiritual tools, that isn't mutually exclusive to that of the religion you were guided in. And I believe your grandmother's coming in, who is a very open-hearted, on the mother's side of the family, open-hearted woman with a lot of faith and prayer life. So she is saying, please integrate both, and no worries and no hurries. That you're learning how to relax the body, meditate perhaps, and feeling more at peace. So I'll leave that with God's blessings. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And okay, you guys are awesome. I hope to see you at Lilydale in the next week. I will be back here with Cosmic Connections in 2 weeks because it's summertime. And I appreciate you and love you and thank you, and have a great new moon. Stop by and see me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for the new moon class. It's going to be online, and you'll also get readings in class relative to your chart. See you next time. Thank you.